Hi beautiful people, my name is Honest Am. Welcome back to my channel where we are here trying to master this thing called life together. All right guys, a couple of quick things. Any information about me that you want to know about me is in the description box below. If you have any questions, comments, you want to tell me to get my shit together, I don't care. Please comment below. And make sure that you subscribe if this is something that you like, and if this is a video that you truly feel, please give me a thumbs up, because you know we need that shit in this algorithm type of world. All right, I am not going to take too much time. Remember, 3 quick things. I did not just use the tarot. I may use God and cusses in the same sentence, and this channel is completely led by spirit, so whatever comes across is not just me. I am a clear channel. All right, guys, let's get into it. 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. This video is for my air sign collective. That is for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. If you are an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or just if you want to read this, if you want to listen to this, listen to it. Whenever you come across this message, know that it is meant for you. So let's get into it. 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Guys, I'm trying to learn my spiel. I'm trying to get it together. And begin. One more time for the gods. And one more time for the ancestors. Dear God, ancestors, guardian angels, and beings of light, I come to you today as humbly as I know how to just say thank you. Now, dear God, I ask that you think about anybody who may come across this video. God, please give us the information that we may need to master our life. This is for the air sign collective, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. If there are any messages for the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius collective, if any of their ancestors, guardian angels, or beings of light would like to come through, please know that this is a clear and open vessel. Beings of light only. In God's name I pray. Ashe. All right, guys, let's get into it. Just take angel number 2. Oh, angel number 222 and 220. Guys, so the cards that came out for you guys, at the top is inspiration. Supporting inspiration is simplicity and support. I love this because our Earth Sign Collective had their overall message was about support. So some of you guys may need to go back and check that out as well. And then underlying all of this is commitment. I wonder what this means. So with the inspiration, actually I feel like we got inspiration and support for the Earth Sign Collective. So definitely make sure you check that out. So for inspiration, we have kind of like this angel, like painting this picture of this sun coming out over the horizon. So I feel like with this message that I'm kind of getting with this card is that you guys are like seeing things in the earth. Like, or you're just, maybe you are like, maybe you're watching television shows, maybe you are like, it's just like, it's something that you're seeing in your world right now that is inspiring you with new ideas. Angel number 444. So say for example, so now we're like all quarantined and like your mind, you know, now we have all this time to just think, and you've been getting all of these ideas. I feel like what God is saying is like, don't just think about these ideas, or don't just get caught up in the fact that, oh, this is a really cool idea. I feel like God is asking you to actually try to execute these ideas and try to bring it into form. And he's asking you to do this in a way that is very simple. Like you, I feel like a lot of people, sometimes they feel like when they're trying to make this like big change that they have to like, you know, say for example, if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight, the best way to go about trying to lose weight is to try to make it like more of a lifestyle change, and not like make it more of a lifestyle change. And then when you make it more of a lifestyle change, it's better for you to like kind of like set everything up. So like say for example, 1 month you will focus only on your water intake, and then the next month you will focus on, you know, what type of foods you put in, and then the next month you will add on your workout habits. But what happens is that we just be like, I want to lose weight, I'm about to do this workout routine, I'm about to do this diet, and you try to just do it all at one single time, and then it's like by day 3 you're unmotivated and you don't want to do it. So what God is saying is like, set yourself up for set yourself up for success, and then go about this a simple way. You don't have to go all crazy. If you have been getting ideas for painting, like maybe just, you know, as you're on Amazon, I don't think we're supporting Amazon right now. But as one day, like you maybe, you know, go on Michael's and get you an easel. Like just do it baby steps. It doesn't have to be this grand whole thing. You don't have to think about, you know, oh, how I'm gonna sell it. Like just take it very, very slow. Allow this to be a very natural and organic process, because God is saying like, I'm going to support you in this process. I'm going to give you a leg up. I'm going to send things your way. That's why he's asking you to, angel number 6, that's why he's asking you to really go about this like just a little bit smarter. All of us, if you're at this channel, you're here because you're trying to make a change. You're probably frustrated. You've probably been hitting so many roadblocks, and you're like, I don't understand, why is this not working for me? Like I watched Oprah, I did my vision board, I've saying my affirmations, but you're still not seeing that change. And it's because it has to be like, you know, maybe you're trying to do like too much at once. Like I just feel like God is just asking you to really simplify things. And as you simplify things, and as you just focus on like doing one step at a time. So for me, for you to kind of use me as an example. So I just recently got into, I bought myself a masterclass, because I feel like I'm realizing that, you know, I really want to get into my book. Like that's my focus. That's what I want to bring into the world. Like that's what I'm trying to put all of my energy into this year. And so I learned that when I watch stuff about writing, or when I'm like, when I watch stuff about writing, or when I'm learning different things, like it motivates me to go write my book. So it's like, let me set myself up for success. Let me, you know, as I'm doing this masterclass, like, you know, it's like just do things to kind of motivate yourself, and just go about it in a simpler way, and just know that God is going to support you every step of the way. Angel number 729. And then, but in order for this to happen, in order for you to truly make this change, in order for you to really bring this idea that you are thinking about bringing into the world, it has to be a commitment. Like you have to commit to the process. Right here, we have an angel that is like sitting at a table, and there's like a paper in front of them. It's kind of like they're doing their homework. And just like I was telling you before about me embarking into like doing a masterclass, like guys, we have to realize like, the one thing that has kind of fucked us up a little bit in this like Instagram, YouTube world is that a lot of people think shit is just gonna be like so fast. Like it's just, you know, like everybody is trying to become viral. Everybody's trying to get this like flash in a pan success. And look, I say this to you, but I'm speaking to myself as well. Like I've also been trying to, you know, go viral, or do these things, like try to get people to follow me and let me be an influencer or whatever the fuck, you know, like just getting caught up in the wrong thing. And we have to realize that, you know, the worst thing that can happen, and this actually happened to me before, I was like so focused on, you know, on my social media, and I wanted to get more followers, and I wanted to get more subscribers. So I was like putting all this attention into my social media pages, and, you know, I was curating my content. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. And guess what? It happens. And my leak had like reposted one of my things, and then all of a sudden I was like getting these floods of people subscribing to Honestly Sis. And guess what? Because I was so focused on getting on angel number 911, because I was so focused on this social media thing, when all of these people were flooding to my site, was flooding to my newsletter list, I had no content to give them. I had no system in place. I was not prepared for the influx that came, that I was seeking. And that is what God is trying to say. God is saying, like, slow the fuck down, because what is going to end up happening is, like, you're getting ahead of yourself, and you don't want to keep pushing yourself because you want to see this result. So you keep pushing yourself, and you don't want to push yourself, and you're not prepared for it. So what God is saying is, take a slow and simple approach. and know that you're going to have support along the way, and just commit to the process. Like if you do those things, if you just every day, you just try to do, just you just follow your inspiration and not overdo it, everything, it'll come into form. But it has to be a commitment. And what I was saying before, I was just trying to say that for some of you guys, like there's a need for you to do the work. Like you're hoping and you want to see this thing, and it's like you're not even ready for it. Like if you got the thing that you were praying for, you would drop the ball. And that's the same thing that I had to realize. That's why I'm stopping with Honestly Sis, and I'm not going to do Honestly Sis anymore. And I'm focusing here because it's like, as I'm doing this, I am learning, because I'm channeling. So it's like channeling is. So this is why it's like, I'm not doing Honestly Sis no more. I'm not doing Honestly Sis anymore because it's taking all my time, my energy, my attention, my ideas. It's taking it all away from my book. So I need to focus on that. The reason why some people may look at this and say, oh, but you're still doing this thing on YouTube. So how are you really taking it off your plate? And it's like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this thing on YouTube. I'm channeling. And the reason why I am doing this and why I'm setting aside time to do this is because, one, it's an offering, because that I realized that as a creative, you cannot just create and not put anything out. What you end up doing after a while is that you will block yourself up. Think about it. If you are just constantly, just think about if you are constantly producing something. Just imagine that you are in one room and you are producing, like, say, a pizza box. And like every day the pizza box is there. Eventually all of these pizza boxes are going to be surrounding you. And if you don't have any output, if you don't have anywhere to release these pizza boxes, then after a while you're going to end up blocking yourself in. So that's why it's critical for creatives and anybody. Like that's why it's critical for us to have a creative outlet, to have ways that we are getting content out there without really thinking about it. But it's also imperative that you have a center focal point. So for me, my center focal point is writing. That's what I want to do. That's my thing. Everything is, all of my inspiration, all of my life right now is trying to support the writing. Well, Amber, why are you doing the Honestly Sis channel? Because the Honestly Sis channel is helping me with channeling. Well, what does channeling have to do with writing? Writing is nothing but channeling. So it's like, as I'm doing this, I'm working one muscle that's going to eventually help me in my writing. That's what God is saying. Like, simplify. You don't have to do all of these things, but you do have to commit to the process. All right, I'm not going to say anything else. Angel number 1255. God, what messages do you have for my air sign collective regarding inspiration, simplicity, support, and commitment? And that's another reason why I do this. I do this because as I'm talking to you guys, I'm learning myself. Like I use myself as an example because I'm working this shit out. It's not how to master your life, because I have not mastered my life. I'm not about to fake and pretend to y'all. It says mastering life with him, because we're learning how to do this shit together. So I use my life as an example because I'm trying to figure this shit out too. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm getting guidance for myself. So we're just all in this together. And that's what God also wants you to realize. Like, we're just all in this together. And there's no rush. That is the essence of spirituality. There's no rush. There's nowhere to be. There's nowhere to change. It's just understanding that you are okay exactly as you are today. The world has tricked us and made us believe, forced us to believe, oh, you got to be on social media. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, you got to do that. Oh, you got to make sure you have your Instagram up. Oh, you got to make sure you don't got to do a goddamn thing. But what God has asked you to do. Angel number 14. All right, guys. What's the message? All right, guys. All right. So for inspiration, centering this reading is I can earn money doing what I love. I love this card. Y'all know this is my favorite card. For you guys that are new here, I'm going to read it for you. As you practice your more positive, better feeling story, in time, your pleasure will become the dominant vibration within you. And then as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance each other. There's no better way to earn money than to do the things you love to do. Money can flow into your experience through endless avenues. It is not the choice of craft that limits the money that flows, but only your attitude towards the money. So that's what God is saying. God is saying, for so many people, we have these ideas, we want to do these things, and as soon as we have the idea, so say for example, you say, I want to do a movie, I want to make a movie. But then immediately you're like, well, how am I going to finance it? I don't know how to do a movie. I'm not in Hollywood. And we put all of this doubt in there. We don't ever allow anything to grow. What God is saying is nurture your ideas. Allow them to grow and see the wonderful things they will do. And by you just nurturing it, haven't you heard the stories of so many people? I know somebody that works at my job and who said, I was just doing this because it was a hobby. I like collecting old things. So then my friends start asking me to like help them with their weddings. And so I did a couple of weddings and it became a word of mouth. And now I have a whole factory of items. It's so many stories of just people the Kardashians, the easiest story. Kim. She just had this, she wanted to be famous. That's the only thing she wanted to do. She wanted to be famous. Now we can look back and say, oh, well, they're famous because they got this and they got money but back then there was nothing. It was just her heart and her yearn of wanting to be famous that made her become famous and made her be able to earn money by just being her. This is what we need to stop doing. We need to stop looking at other people's story and hating on them and being like, well, she not nobody. She ain't got no talent. Use that to motivate you. One time I was listening to the Drink Champs podcast with Amber Rose, and Amber said, yeah, I used to always say I wanted to be in Hollywood. I used to always say I'm going to be famous, and then one day I became famous. Do you know what? After she said that, I said, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna be a fucking billionaire. I'm gonna write movies. I'm gonna do." Because my thing is, if Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian and any other fucking one of these model vixens can earn money by being pretty and drinking flat tummy tea, then why do you not believe that you can earn money doing stuff with a concrete motherfucking plan? You have something tangible. You know what you want to do. You have a thing that you can act, a product that you want to do. Clothes that you want to design. Pictures that you want to paint. Sculptures that you want to craft. Books that you want to write. Movies that you want to film. These are actual tangible things. Things that you can actually work towards. Angel number 1810. These are actual things. And these bitches just wanted to be famous. And they just happened to find the right nigga to fuck. Y'all gotta start looking at shit like that and be like, damn, if she can do it, why can't I? Under simplicity, what it says is the physical me is materialized spirit. Some say that you should not want money at all because the desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. You cannot separate yourself from the aspect of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourself from that which is physical or material. All of the magnificent things of a physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. This is what God is trying to say. These messages go hand in hand. What God is trying to say is that the greatest trick that we have bought into is that we have to work hard. And I'm not even taking this. Shout out to DJ Love, I want to say. I can't even remember her name from on Twitter. I follow her. But the greatest trick that they ever taught us was that we have to work hard for money. The greatest trick that we've ever been taught is that we have to become a doctor, become a lawyer, we have a high profile job in order to have security. And we've all bought into this. We've all fed into this narrative. And what God is trying to say is that all we're doing is working ourselves into another form of enslavement. God knew what was going on here. And the people that has created these systems knew what was going on here. That's why they did everything to separate us from our spirituality. Why do you think people are so offended when you say I'm spiritual and not religious? Why do you feel like it's so jarring to people? Because for so many years, it has been trained and programmed into our brain that you are not spiritual. Get away from your spirituality. If you were practicing magic, if you were doing anything that was connecting you to your roots, if you were talking to your ancestors, cut your toe off. Cut this until we looked at our own traditions, our own things that our ancestors gave us as black magic. Until they made us look at our own shit like that was taboo. And then they took our shit and was like, yeah, I'm a psychic. Oh, I can talk to spirits. Oh, I have so many spirit guides. They shamed us out of our shit and then took our shit and then trying to sell our shit to us. How? Y'all. Why? Ask yourself why. Have you ever asked yourself, why is America, fuck the world, why is America so fucking dead set on keeping black people down? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Because I ask myself that all the time. And you want to know what I came up with? Because we some magical motherfuckers. Because we some powerful motherfuckers. Because even without us realizing that we have power, we're running the culture, we're running the country, we set the tones, we set the precedents. Even our rage they try to use against us. Lisa Ray. It was Lisa Ray. I want to say it was Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray and I want to say Kim Kardashian. Both, I mean, and I want not say Kim Kardashian. Little Kim, I want to say. One of these two said, oh, the Kardashian made the black body acceptable. What? What? The Kardashian made the black body acceptable? What's wrong with that statement? What's wrong with that statement? Why has there been such a program and an agenda? Like you can watch the fucking documentaries. I've been watching them and I'm not even the most woke motherfucker. I'm just not learning. I'm just not reading this shit. I'm just not learning. Why has there been such a concentrated effort to keep black people down? Why? Because you're powerful as fuck without even knowing it. God knew what you were coming in here for. The rules are still at play. The reason why it is so important for you to understand your limiting belief, the reason why it is so important for you to release this fucking poverty mindset is for you to realize that abundance is your natural birthright. You want shiny things. You want to be fly. You want to stunt. You want to dress nice. You want to keep your hair up because it's your natural motherfucking birthright. You are a fucking queen. You are a fucking god. Of course you want that shit. It's yours. It's natural. That's your soul trying to show you every time. And we're gods. We're gods, people. And what God is trying to say here is that all of this stuff, all of this is spiritual. All of this is spiritual. All of this is a matter of vibration. But they fucked up our mind and they poisoned us so much to make us believe, oh no, I can't do this. I can't do the things that I'm yearning. I can't do the things that are crying out for me. I can't possibly do it. Because I gotta do this. Because I gotta take care of my family. I got a house to feed. Yeah, you do. But God is saying, I need you to take those inspirations and every single day work towards it. Believe that it's possible. Believe that you can earn a living doing what you love. All you need to do is just believe and try. Believe and try. And watch God give you the leg up. For support, God says money is not the root of all evilness or happiness. Money is not the root of evilness or of happiness. He's about to confirm exactly what I was saying to you. This important subject of money and financial success is not the root of all evil, as many have quoted, nor is it the path to happiness. So when you are able to successfully control something like the subject of money that affects most of you all day, every day, you will accomplish something rather significant. For not only is it certain that your financial success must improve, but the evidence of that success will then prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life. What God is trying to say is that I need you. I'm begging you to get your money shit together. I need you to understand why you have to release this fear of poverty. I need you to understand why you need to stop hoarding money. I need you to understand why it is important for you to get this concept of money together. Because just like the birds that fly outside and how they have no hands, but somehow they are fed every day. I'm not out there feeding the goddamn bird, but somehow the birds are fed. I know some fat ass birds. You think the birds wake up in the morning worrying about where their next food is going to come? No. You think the grass, you think the leaves on the trees worry about, oh, when am I gonna fall? No. You think the seed in the soil wonders when the fuck it's gonna bloom? No. Because when you know who the fuck you are, when you know what you are on the inside, you just do that shit. And that's us. Everything, all of those hopes and those dreams, those inspirations, those fucking dreams that are keeping you up at night, that's your soul. That is your soul begging and crying and saying, please just listen to me. Please just listen to me. Please, I'm trying to get you out of this. Please just listen to me. Please just know that it's possible. Once you get your thing with money, because this is a materialistic fucking world, we all operate on money. Like it or not, this world operates on money, on currency. Once we're able to trust God to provide for our day-to-day, like that bird trusts the world to provide for it day-to-day, then there's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we don't feel like God will help us with, because we don't have to worry about it. Because we like, oh, well, if God can make sure I'm fed, then of course God will make sure that, I'm going to get this loan to make this movie. Of course God, because God wants me to do this. So of course this is going to happen. God wants me to publish this book and have the total ownership. So of course he's going to set me up in a way so that I'm set up for success. Of course he's going to bring people in to help me and support me. But you have to be like that seed and like that bird, and you have to know. It all starts with your belief. Those inspiration, that inspiration, I think inspiration means in spirit. That's God. He's nudging you. He's poking you. But some of you guys are just so focused on your material world. And God is just saying, focus on your spiritual. Focus on your relationship with me. Focus on why you don't feel like you can have poverty. Why you can have abundance. That's going to bring you into alignment quicker. Commitment. It is not my role to make others happy. It is not your role to make others happy. It is your role to keep yourself in balance. When you pay attention to how you feel and practice self-improving thoughts that align with who you really are, you offer an example of thriving that will be of tremendous value to those who have the benefit of observing you. You cannot get poor enough to help the poor people thrive or get sick enough to help sick people get well. You cannot uplift from your position of strength, and you can only uplift from your position of strength and clarity and alignment. This is for my mothers. This is for these. This is for my wives. This is God talking to y'all. Oh, I can't take care of myself because I gotta take care of the baby. How did that work out for you? Your mama had that same attitude. How did that work out for you? Not well, because you're in the same fucking cycle, right? Yes, can we agree? Yes, let's move on. Stop. We're not pouring from empty cups no more. You have to take care of your fucking self. You can't, for my ambitious women who lying to their self, you're lying to yourself about your hopes and your dreams and the things that you want to do. You're sucking down all the things that you really do, trying to support somebody else's dream, trying to give him a leg up, and you're fucking miserable. You think that's gonna help your marriage in the long run? Where do you think all that resentment is going? Where do you think all that resentment? You think, oh, once he gets some money, all of a sudden he's gonna just flip a switch and you're like, okay, baby, it's my turn. When have you told him that? We have to know that a marriage is two people coming together. A healthy marriage is two whole motherfuckers coming together. Two people who have figured out, oh, this is what I like to do, this is what makes me happy, and this is what I'm gonna do, and that person know what they're gonna do, and they're gonna do what makes them happy, and then we're gonna meet in the middle and we're gonna do our shit together. But so often we have seen codependent ass relationships, and that has been taught as the norm. We have seen women that are too afraid to allow their man to just go out and be on their own, so they drag onto their coattail, and then they try to normalize that behavior into us. Oh, where your man at? Your man not with you? Y'all don't spend enough. No, bitch, we're not codependent. That nigga got his own fucking life. That's why these marriages don't work. That's why 58% of marriages don't fucking work. When are we going to do shit differently? God is saying it is time to ask yourself, why do I want it? What do I want? And why do I want it? So many of you guys are you're in marriages. You're in relationships, you're in jobs, you're in fucked up housing situations because you're living to somebody else's standard. You pick the nearest nigga that was next to you because you wanted to be married by 30. And now you're babying a grown ass man. All because you wanted to be able to put pictures on fucking social media to show, I'm married. For what? I'm gonna just get some cards to clarify. What God is saying with this message here, because I feel like I went all around the block and back again, is that you guys have been getting inspirational ideas. God has been your spirit, and God has been trying to help you come out of the situation that you're in, come out of these miserable situations. But you're so stuck. And God is just asking you to free yourself. Simplify. Only do the things that make you happy. Only do the things that make you happy. As soon as you find yourself like, stop. Not for me. It's like, think about that. Shout out to DJ again. Think about that as putting your hand on a hot ass stove. Nope, not for me. Angel number 35. Take these inspirational ideas. Know that you can bring them into form. Know that God is going to find a way to provide for you. So know that you can earn a living doing what you love. You don't have to be stuck in a factory or at a plant. know that because you're a spiritual being, because you are a God, what does it say in the Bible? We are created in God's image. We say it so much that we don't even internalize that shit. If we are made in God's image, that means we're gods. That means I have power. That means I have the power to free myself. If they say that I'm a God, I got the power to free myself, I can create my own reality, then why am I creating this reality that I have right now? How can I change this reality that I have right now? What do I want and why do I want it? How did I end up here? How do I get where I want to go? So many of you guys are not even asking yourself fucking questions. You're just doing things because it's expected of you. It's time for a course correction. It's really time for a course correction. But anyway, so with the inspiration, knowing that you can earn a living doing what you love, you simplify your life by knowing that you are a physical being you're a spiritual being having a physical experience. And as the more and more as you align yourself with the things that you really love, your life will fall into flow. Like everything will work out for you. Under support, we have money is not the root of all evilness or happiness. This is just saying that what God wants you to do is he needs you to kind of understand your relationship with abundance. Like, do you believe in it? What does abundance mean to you? Like, start asking yourself these questions, because once you start asking yourself that question, then you can you can refine like the dreams that you have. I was listening to a very long time ago. I heard this ASIP conversation with Kofi and Issa, and you can just hear it in his voice that he was just so miserable. And I can't remember the words that he said exactly, but I remember like it was just I remember walking away from that conversation and being like, that is my worst fear. My worst fear is to get to the place that I thought I wanted and to be miserable. And so many of us have already done that. We've worked so hard and there's still something that's missing. And the reason why it's something that's missing, and I can say this happened to me in two ways. It happened to me in my career, and it happened to me in love, because I'm one of those girls that I love. I'm a romance. I always wanted a boyfriend. Because I was so insecure within myself, I felt like I needed to have this mate. And I got this guy who was amazing and who made me feel so good and who was driven and who was ambitious. And I realized it was still an empty feeling. Love was not enough. I had to go within myself and really figure out, what do I really want? I really want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. I'm attracted to him. I like ambitious men because I'm ambitious within myself. I like a creative man because I'm creative myself. We have to start realizing that this world is nothing but the mirror and use it for that purpose only. When we find ourselves in these uncomfortable positions, we have to start asking ourselves, like, how did I get here? What do I not like about this? Because once you start asking yourself, how did I get here? What do not like? What's going wrong here? What do I want to feel? You switch it. The law of attraction adds to both your problem and your solution. If you're only focused on your problem, your solution is not on the same frequency as your problem. So as soon as you've recognized, this is the problem, I don't like this environment, you need to tell yourself, well, what do I want? What would I like to experience? I have a job where management is chaotic, where management talks to you any type of way. I don't want that. So I tell myself, when I have my company, I would never talk to my employees like that. When I have a company, I'm going to make sure I empower my people. I'm going to make sure that I have a career path for my people. We have to start using these things as an example and as a kind of a guide of what we don't want, because that's what our spirit is doing. That's all that this whole life experience is about. God put you and made you have and let you have a rough childhood so that you can understand what does it mean to be abundant. You've been poor, so now it's trying to understand, what does abundance mean? You've been betrayed, so now what does love mean? But so often we just get so caught up in that experience of betrayal, and then we take that on, and then that become our identity and that become our badge. Instead of just being like, oh, that's betrayal. I don't want that. Oh, this is loyalty. I love that. Let me get some more of that. That's all that life is about. You try to, oh, I tried to do accounting. Accounting is not for me. What is for me? You see what I'm saying? Stop stop judging yourself for your choices, and know that your choices will only your soul trying to figure this out. It's done. It's over. The door is closed. God's not even thinking about it. So why are you still thinking about it? Last thing we said with commitment, for my wives, my mothers, and all of you people out there, know that it is not your role to make anybody happy. You guys are right now going through this period of like you're in a hangman right now. And God he has you here. It's like this hanging, this waiting period, because he wants you to just look at things a little bit differently. Everything has been paused. How do you feel now that you're not in the office right now? How do you feel if for some of you guys that have been in retail and, working in the restaurant industry, because you've been just on that grind, you haven't even had time to ask yourself, where am I trying to go? I recently saw, it was like a post on Facebook where somebody said, I'm not even going to front. Angel number 4041. I'm not even going to front. I was about to lose it. I was tired of the grind. I was tired of the hustle. And this pandemic feels like God was letting me rest. Like God was allowing me to have the much needed breather that I need to have. Some of you guys been working so much, you haven't even spent time with your family. You don't even know these people anymore. This period is here for us to pause and to ask ourselves, is this okay? Am I liking the direction that I'm going in? Am I okay with this? Or should I change? This light is here. Some of you, this illumination and inspiration, it's here because God is asking for you. It's time to simplify. It's time to bring you into alignment. And I'm going to support this alignment, but I need you to commit to the process. All right, God, let's get out of here. Let's give us some quick clarifiers. Okay. I'm not going to take these two, but the two cards that came out is the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who is not afraid to have tough communication. This is a woman who is very sure of herself, very sure of her words, kind of stern, kind of like immovable a little bit is what I think about it. Angel number 4242. And because this woman is just so stuck in her, like her way, she just, cutting people off. She's not able to take advantage of this moment of expansion. And that's some of you guys. God is saying that because of you just so, because of what happened in your past, you're just making these decisions. You're not even allowing your inspirations to birth these ideas. You're knocking them down before they even come. I want to do a movie. I ain't got no movie experience. I want to be a chef. I don't know shit about cooking. And God is like, I'm trying to give you these ideas to expand, but you can't keep knocking them away. All right. For simplicity, we have the I love this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 of the Pentacles. Slow, methodical. That's all God is saying. You take it one at a time. You learn your craft. You master. You get a plan. You figure out how you're going to do your plan, and then you just one at a time. And then after a while, the money is going to be there. You're going to stack up, and it's going to overflow. Slow and methodical approach. Under inspiration is the 4 of Wands. reverse. For, this is earning the money to do what I love. Some of you guys don't even believe. A Four of Wands. This is all about new beginnings. Kind of like this is like the start of the finish line. Like I mean, it's like celebration. It's happiness. It's a partner. This is somebody. If you think about the journey of from the Ace of the Wands to the Four of the Wands, this is somebody who, you know, they took the wand, they got that inspirational idea, angel number 4444. They took that, they took the wand, they took the inspirational idea. They made the decision that they're going to commit to the process, that they're going to go into this path of expansion. As they went along this path of expansion, they found a partner. They found somebody who said, "Hey, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you bring this thing into form." But for some of you guys, it's not happening because you don't even believe that it's possible. Because of the mistrust and all of the things that have happened in the past, you don't even trust people to help them. You don't even trust God to help you. Under support, here we go. What needs to happen is that there needs to be this, right now you're so defensive. You're not letting anybody in. As you can see right now, it's like a wounded warrior. He's been through battles. And you can see that he's protected. Angel number 4545. He's protected, but he's still on guard because he like, I know these niggas gonna come back. And what God is saying is drop your guards, because even that the belief that, oh my God, this may happen, even that fear of, oh my God, I'm gonna go poor, oh my God. And that's why like Kevin Hart, all these actors are like working their ass off because they have this fear that they're gonna go poor, even though they have all of this money in the world. But we look at them and we applaud them instead of saying, no, nigga, you need to take a break and like spend time with your kids. Like, you don't have to work so hard because it's not going to go away. But that fear is sticking with him. And yes, it is. Yes, he is. We can see that, you know, it has paid off for him. But then also look at the L's that he's taken. And even, we don't even know about his personal life. Like, what really is going on with his relationship with his wife? How does somebody working like that really, you know, and they have small kids? So you have to ask yourself. That's why it has to be a complete makeover. You have to believe that, you know, the happy ending is possible. You have to believe that you can become whole and have a partner who's really going to help you bring it into form. But God is saying, drop the defenses. I can't help you. I can't support you if you're going to be so defensive. I can't support you if you think that I'm going to fail you. You have to have total faith, total trust. That's what has to happen here. A total trust. And then at the bottom, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry. I could never got it. We got the 7 of Pentacles. So from the 7 to the 8 of Pentacles. 7, 8. Look up number 78. But look, we at the bottom of the commitment. And that's what God is saying. This person, he's worked so hard, and now he's kind of just like sitting back looking at like look at all this money he has kind of built for himself. And that's what God is saying is like, get focused on where you're going and what you're trying to build. Get focused on being prepared for your harvest so that when you do get the big break, when you do get the big opportunity for it, you have like all of these things that you can pull out your back pocket. But if you're just so focused on wanting somebody to discover you when you ain't did the work, then when it comes, you're not going to be prepared for it. So God is saying, go ahead, put in the hard work. And then also, in the same breath, for those of you who have put in the work, God is saying, look at how far you have come. Look at all these ways. Look at all these skills that you have. Look at all the stuff you have done. For me, you've built a whole fucking website, Em. Wow. You look at how you totally revamped your YouTube page. Angel number 4848. Wow. Look at the skills that you have acquired because you were chasing this other thing. And that's why you're never on the wrong path, because even when you make the wrong turns, you get something from it. So that's what God is saying. Even when you're making the wrong turn, you're getting something from it. God, just clarify. I'm gonna clarify this Four of Wands reverse. Kind of like it. I want me to clarify. To clarify, yeah, okay. It still is about this. Okay, the idea. So we had the Knight of Wands come out, and this is all about somebody like rushing forward, full speed ahead, and God is saying, no. You don't have to rush. You don't have to, like, you're fine. There's nowhere to go. Like I keep saying, like, you're fine. Slow, methodical approach and you'll get where you need to go. But you have to bring your emotions in balance because the heartbreak, like you guys are heartbroken. So much stuff has happened that you're just heartbroken. You're defeated a little bit. Like, I just don't believe this is possible. And I'm just here to tell you, like, it is possible. It's very possible to change your life. It is possible to bring these things into form. Even you making those wrong turns, like, you got skills from there. God is trying to give you this happy ending. But there needs to be a mindset shift that needs to happen. Because, like I just said, God is trying to give you the Ace of Wands. But there needs to be a mindset shift. All right, last message. I just feel like, and I get it. I've been through a lot too. I've worked very hard too. But we have to, like, sometimes we've been working so hard at the wrong things. And that's hard to say. That is very hard to say, that you could be possibly working at the wrong thing. But you have to admit it. And then course correct. All right, guys. What's the final messages? I hope that was okay for y'all. I just feel like y'all need to simplify, because you've been working hard, but you've been working on the wrong things. And I get it. I get that doesn't make you happy. Nobody wants to hear that. And because you've been working on the wrong thing, you put your energy in the wrong thing. That's why it's not coming about. But it's just simply a matter of just changing your mindset. Even you working on that wrong thing, you still got skills to help you with this inspirational idea. But it's just time for you to simplify and to know and drop your defenses and to just know that God is supporting you and he's here for you. Look at this. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Y'all, drop the defenses. Drop it. Drop it. Speak kind words to yourself. Some of you guys need to just cry, release it. Let the past go. Like, I've been there, y'all. I say it all the time, but I'm speaking to y'all, but I'm speaking to myself. I've been hurt. I was just working on, honestly, sis. Like, that's what I was so frustrated about my job. If y'all listen to the water sign readings, you will see how defeated I was. But I can't be so mad because I was believing and doing the wrong things. Like, my attention was elsewhere. Now I'm just trying to simplify. It's just the course correct. And who knows, we still may get blessed along the way. The card that came out Angel number 12, that reduced to a 3. That's all about expansion. That's what God is trying to bring, expansion into your life. Every journey starts with a single step. I've never pulled this card before. So we're here. And this goes right in line with this inspiration, guys. Right in line with that. Every journey starts with a single step. You are on a journey. Yes, it is an internal journey, but there is also a physical expression of this journey that is going to become increasingly important to the fulfillment of the destiny in this life, of your destiny in this lifetime. I'm gonna read that one more time. You are on a journey. Yes, you are on a journey. Yes, it is an internal journey, but there's also a physical expression of this journey that is going to become increasingly important to the fulfillment of your destiny in this lifetime. Your journey has started on the inside, but its destination will be the physical expression of an internal healing. What I just say, y'all, mental. It's a mental journey you're going on. It happens inside. You got to be like that seed. This journey will draw upon what you have learned and mastered over the course of your life, and so much over the course of your life. So much so that you may feel as though your life experiences have prepared you just for this particular adventure. You have all that you need within you. This is not a time to worry about what you are going to take with you. From within your heart, you will sense what needs to come along for the ride and what is best left behind you now. You may be surprised at exactly how much can be left behind without you feeling concerned or anxious. You will be able to travel far lighter than you ever imagined possible. To be best equipped for this journey, you will need a lightness of heart and the realization that change can be an incredible blessing, even if what you are leaving behind is something you found secure, safe, familiar, or comforting. Just as the butterfly leaves the chrysalis behind when it is time to spread its newly formed wings, so too are you ready to leave behind what once was and embrace what is more appropriate for you at this time. There is an element to the journey you are embarking upon that is unknown. Perhaps it is new to you that you are even taking a journey. However, the realization that traveling along a familiar path brings no greater guarantees is more likely. However, the realization that traveling along a familiar path brings no guarantees is more likely. This open, unscripted quality to your journey will help you gain the most from your experiences. Let me start this over, y'all. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna start over. There is an element to the journey you are embarking upon that is unknown. Perhaps it is new to you that you are even taking a journey. However, the realization that traveling along a familiar path brings no guarantees is more likely. This open, unscripted quality to your journey will help you gain the most from your experiences. You see, this journey is a spiritual gift. It is an invitation from the great loving heart of the universe calling into something that you would not have otherwise known. You are not supposed to know all the details, nor how it is going to work out before you set out. That's how y'all get caught up. Get out your head. You ain't smarter than God. You are just meant to take one step after the other, again and again, so that you can receive the gifts that are headed your way. If you are considering taking a physical trip somewhere, this oracle comes as confirmation that the journey will in some way be a life-changing one, and this is good. If the journey you are considering is a more internal variety, such as exploring a new field of consciousness, bringing a new creative work, or traveling into the void of unknown possibilities in order to start your work, then this oracle is confirmation that it is indeed a wise choice and much new will come from it. Much new life will come of it. What I just say? I'm dropping honestly, sis. This oracle, see, God, he talked to me. I'm not above y'all. I'm about to listen to this after this goes off because I want to know. This oracle brings you particular guidance that the apparent small steps you are taking in an area of your life important to you right now are actually far more powerful and constructive than you realize. Sometimes we are gaining ground, but the effect is not immediately obvious. This doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It simply means that the effects of your actions are cultivated, and soon they will begin to overflow into the physical world with a positive impact that may surprise you. This oracle brings you the message to keep going. If you have been doing a lot of inner work and are frustrated or concerned that you are not seeing the results translate into the physical world, I told y'all, some of y'all frustrated. Keep faith, as the physical manifestation of your inner work is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's so hard. It's so hard sometimes to work so hard and to feel like you just doing so much and you're not seeing nothing and your life is still the same. But let me just say this. I recently got a SEO audit done on this channel, because I realized I love doing this, and I just feel like God, I've said this in a million videos, but I just feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And for so long, I wasn't trying to define what I was doing, or I don't know, it was I was doing it, but not really doing it. I have this idea, but I wasn't really saying it. And I did this audit, and she forced me to say it. To say what I'm doing, to say I'm trying to master life, to say I'm trying to be an alchemist, to say I want to free people, to say I want to teach people how to master their life. It made me do that. And after I did it, it was this, y'all. It was this feeling, because I was just damn, look how far I done came. Look what I can do in an afternoon. I didn't have to do days and weeks. It was in an afternoon, I completely revamped my page. And I say this to say, y'all are not alone in your journey. I named this channel Mastering Life with Am. Because we in this together. I'm trying to figure this shit out myself. I don't trust them motherfuckers. Them self-help people. I've read those books. I went to the seminars. All the shit the same. They all saying the same. Nobody's really, not even the church, is really showing us how to master this motherfucker. And that's what I want. That's what I'm trying to do. And it's hard work. It's not easy. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. For almost a damn near a year, I felt this anxiety, this shit coming. But I'm still at my job. I'm still a fucking accountant. I still got people talking to me any type of way. That makes me feel some type of way. Just literally last week, I was trying not to fucking scream, I quit. Because it's never about them. This world is nothing but a mirror. It's about using this world, using all these frustrations to figure out what's going on the inside, to master yourself. And once you master yourself like that seed, it's going to come out. It has to come out. But you have to believe it like that fucking seed. All right, guys. I'm sorry I got emotional, but I just, for my people that's been working, I want y'all to know I'm with y'all. It's coming. It's coming. I promise you it's coming. It's coming. It has to come. Every storm runs out of rain. Every storm has to leave a rainbow. Remember that you have all the resources you need and then some. Your inner and outer journeys are blessed with positive energy, and all you need to do is keep going one step at a time. That's why God is saying simplify. Don't overwhelm yourself. You are gonna make it. All right, y'all. So we doing something different. I want you to put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. And listen to me as I say these words. If you are in a safe place, please close your eyes and agree with me. Say out and agree with me. Of my own free will, I now choose to surrender any fear or doubt about my ability to succeed. I believe in myself. I trust myself. I have faith in the unfolding journey of my life, both internally and out in the world. Even in the face of the unknown, I know that positive energy surrounds me and I am protected. Through unconditional love, I am supported and assisted to take each step as need be, so that my great creative life journey can be all that it can be. Ashe. Y'all. Angel number 155. Let's do it. Y'all, it's coming. I feel like the next time that I talk to y'all, honestly, I feel like this shit's hitting in the summer. So it's this May. Yeah, the next time I talk to y'all, I'm going to have something to report back. Watch. Namaste, y'all. We about to master this motherfucker. Let's make life our bitch. Da-da-da-da. Sorry for the emotion.